because I can do this. Welcome, a minute of thought. Is it possible, and what can you acquire if you take half a square? Can we equally have three corners? Actually, we can. We can have one corner whole in its own and part of the other corner. Where can I draw this? I'm going to draw this on a piece of paper over here. There is the square. You're going to get half and I'm going to get half, right? Which half? Or are we just going to split it this way? Well, we'll share these corners, although we'll have our own corner, and we can take it to any other and share having a house in our own, 2 and 1. So many reasons and values in the 2 and 1. These are two halves to this one whole, to these two halves, to this one whole. When these two halves and these two halves join together, they are whole again, but now they're apart. And the second thing we're going to speak about is the monkey. Do you remember the monkey or the pot? The monkey takes the hat off his head, right? He asks for change. At the same time, we can plant something in the pot. At the same time, we have a triangle here, a triangle here. This is the Star of David, right? Can you see the man's feet? They are separated as he walks. And if he's walking, he's turned on an angle. Man's hips twist as they walk. The secret in Elvis Presley and what goes on. This is just a demonstration. See, here's your man, his nose. I don't know where his hips are, but I don't know where the bird's hips are either. Inside this design, I was just looking through some old designs. See the fox, double D's, dimension. This is actually the raccoon at the other end. You can actually say maybe there is a 9 or an Asian. I forget what this means. See the man, his eye, his mouth, his body, his feet sitting on a box, going up the chairlift. See his eye, his long nose, and his open mouth, his feet. Then we understand what is the difference between an unfinished picture 6 and 9, divided creating the percentage sign, or how about 6 and 9 over here? Here's your 9 coming out with the seedling tail, and if we turn this design the other way, it makes the 6. But inside, it actually has to make the 2. If I turn it over, will it make the 5? The reason for that is this area space is already used. When you go inside the Fibonacci, 1 area space, that's used. That's gone. If you're going to go to a new area space, you cannot go onto this one, nor can you go inside. It starts and unwinds, and the seed goes up. Now we're going to take it to one more picture where everything is 2 and 1. We have one man that drops 2 bombs. That in the V of life, okay, is split between here, and the bomb continues down, becomes the nose. See, it looks like the black eye, right? The inside eye is the black eye because there's only one visionary. This side, the center, and this side, and he eats the bird, eats the ball, the football. And at each time, he's reminded by the long nose to remember who he has with his long nose that plugs into the earth, that sails the earth, one side and the other. The same thing goes for Alice in Wonderland, the cat, the spade, between the 2 pillars. The first pillar is owned by there, and this is the pillar of theirs inside the game. Then here is what they call 3, 3, 3, and 3, which is 2 balls of 1 point, 2 balls of 1 point, 2 balls of 1 point, of 1 point, of 1 in-between point, of 1 center point, of 1 in-between point, of 1 point of in-between point. So we take the star to have 3 hearts, to have 6 balls, to have 3 points. And in the last formation, all this one says is, oh, Zadie, I love plus more, holding the champagne glass, 69, Z52. See the angle of this? Forget what I was going to say about that, but every angle, every geometrical angle, okay, every geometrical angle. What does it mean, geometrical? What is metrical? Metrical is a system that is made up of the matrix system, which is like 2 gears. Oh, well, you're a funny gear. I can't connect to you. So we're going to get a gear that goes in between these 2 gears. That says, this gear says, hey, you're like me. And the other one goes, hey, you're like me. But in between the core, it holds the two sides. One thing I really, really trust about numerology and the simple numerology, because that's what I do. I only make it confusing. I mean, if you're confused by anything I do, it's because I make it that way. Because I don't know any better. I'm just learning. I'm teaching myself. People are correcting me. I'm watching other people. I'm correcting myself. The number 91. In Celsius, and I don't have my computer open right now. I mean, the calculator part I'm going to use right here. I should go to the metric system, and I will go to the metric system. So give me a point. And actually, I shouldn't even do too much in the metric system. Okay, so I'm going to do metric Celsius. And in metric Celsius, camera, okay, in metric Celsius, I'm going to go to Celsius Fahrenheit. And in Celsius Fahrenheit, 91 Celsius, okay, 91 Celsius equals to 195.8 Fahrenheit. A, E, and I of the H-O heaven. Now, what does that mean? It means tons of things, and it means nothing at all unless I make something up, unless you can relate it to something that is a factual understanding for you and you only, and if you'd like to share for others, then too. 195 is A, E, and I. In reality, there is no letter O, and there is no letter U, because if you don't exist, neither does creation, which is the letter C, and she, because Earth doesn't exist either. CLU is 333. It's all about cell. It's all about luck, because it's LUC in letters. It's all about CLU, the clue. It's all about L, because L means she in French. 91 is A, E, and I, okay? Actually, the E's not included there because the E, okay, the electronic world, the E world, is actually inside the 9. The 9 flipped upside down is the 6. And the 1 and the 6 create the 7 and 10 world, in which in between is automatic. You have the world of the cat. The cat, everything to do what the cat is all about, everything to do. When they wrote the Bible, you know what they actually said? In the Bible, they said you're a fruitcake. Right, so now you look up fruitcake, and you have to understand every single fruit that can possibly go in a fruitcake and why it's a fruitcake, because how things were put together, and now we have to understand what they've already created, so we start off as a child. The letter O, and we've heard it before, the letter O is in the W family. The letter U is in creation, which comes from the beta creation, which BC is the 23, and is number 23, the letter W. In Hebrew, it's a shin. It looks like the letter W, but there is no sound of the letter W inside the Hebrew letters. So all these races, languages, food courts, Bibles of any sort, Bible how to cook, and Bible how to pray, and Bible, God did, what Bible did God leave you with? He left you with the fig tree. Didn't he show you if you let anything hang down too low, someone's going to grab it, plug it in, and get more figs? Raphael 7286 and a constellation of Pegasus. We're gonna do 36 is creation, which brings out Father of creation. 36 becomes 96.8 Fahrenheit. 96. The 8 is in the heaven. The minute you have 8, you have 1 and 6, and everybody knows the reality of that, right? Everybody knows that. 1 comes with 8. 6 comes with 3. 3 and 8 is inside the church. This comes with 3, okay? This 3 comes with 6. See the 6 voids? Here we have 3 voids, and here we have 6 voids, 3 and 6 creation. These 3 come in the center. 4, 5, and 6 are missing, or 2, 5, and 8 are missing. 4, 5, and 6 is 101 away from 5. 1, 5, and 8 is 303 away from 5. So we have some calculations to do, and I'm not a mathematician, and I'm not ready to get into this. You know why? I don't want to do it alone. It's way too much fun to watch everybody else do the work. I'm going to go, look, the number matches. Fish by my wish. I think I know what it means. I got to meet the guy in the Bible room and say, hey, did you see a word with number 38 on it? He goes, yeah, I did. What language did it come out of? Is it Gematria? Is it in the Kabbalah? Is it inside of numbers, Pythagorean? I don't know, but there's a Chaldean on the way in. There ain't no 9. And there ain't no 9 because 1 plays from the heart. And 1 owns the 5 position.
So automatically, if 1 owns the 5 position, 1 and 5 and 9 are all in the same house. 1, 5, and 9 take it away from 7 numbers because the 0 is everything. It's a combination of everything. It's not a single position. It's all the positions. You take away 1, 5, and 9, you got 6 positions left. Now, if you take away 1, 5, and 9, you put it in the same area. The 1 and 9, you take the 1 and 9, you put it in the 5 area. 1 and 9 creates the E. So you have no more spot up here, and you have no more spot down there. So you have 2 spots here and 2 spots here. All you got is 4 spots left. That's all you can have because this and this is empty, or that and that is empty. You can never fill that spot at the same time. It's 2 different cubes. Raphael 7286 and a constellation of Pegasus. We're going to do 36. I'm going to show you this on the camera.
Okay, I'm going to show you this on the camera. 36, I'm going to have to make the screen a little bit smaller. Okay, 36. Okay, I got that there. 36, we're going to make it 32, and it becomes 89.6. See 896? Now we're going to make it 36. And now it's 968. This is the difference in creation where 32 is the doorway. Do you remember the 4 in the center? You have 4 in the center. Then around the 4 around the center is 4 is this creation over here. Okay, you have 4 in the center. Now you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 2, 1. Then you have 2, 2, 2, 1. Then you have 2, 2, 2, 1. This diagram is not big enough. So in all, in one cell, we have to have 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. 9 areas. 3, 2, 2, 2, 4, 6, 6, 0, 4, 1, 6, 0. And then around this, and then around this. This is the one cell. If you have the breakup cell, you'll have 1 in each one of these corners. And then we'll take 1 corner, 2 corners, 3 corners, 4 corners. Then we'll put the circle around it to encompass all of them to become a single cell. The value of 0. So that's why we do number 36, because it's 36 and then it's 32 and then it's 28 and then it's 24. So if we go 36 and we go down to 24, that's our birthday, right? The 24 hours in our birthday, we'll have 75.6 electric company inside Venus. Because on the right here, no matter which number you put in, let's say we put in 25, okay, we get zeros. Let's say we put in 26, we get an 8. Let's say we put in 27, we get a 6. Let's say we put it 28, we get a 4. Let's say we put it 29, we get a 2. All we're getting is 2468 in Fahrenheit because Celsius is an in-between number and it counts for both sides. It has to. Fahrenheit can't handle anymore. It always has to carry 2, 4, 6, and 8. 1 is near 0. So that's your 29. Now, when you reach the 222 mark, okay, again we have the 6. This mark is electric company and we have to multiply it by 4. 222 times 4 is 888, and that's 1/2 of 1776, which is a relationship of 3 balls. What do these 3 balls do? I don't know, but it has to do with electric company connecting up 2 systems. And that doesn't mean much because anybody can come in here and say as they wish. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus? Forget it. We have one more number. 91 is also the number of the spirits. 91 is artificial intelligence. Adding up 1 to 16, as we spoke before, 4, 4, 4, and 4, equals to the light. 1 and 6 equals to the light. It is the only cube. 6 is the only cube where 1 is in the center. It's the only cube that creates a true center. The other ones, this cube, right? This cube of 4 and this cube of 3, that make total center, but it's actually 2 2s on each side is 4. It's 22. It's like a V for life because these corners get doubled on the other side. So it's actually 4 and 1, 5. Everything is 4 and 1, 5. Otherwise than the 6 and 1, 7. And that makes 5, 7, 7, 5. And the word George, the golden George. This is a fantastic. I like the way this Windows actually works like that. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. How do we shut down this camera now? It's so dark I can't figure out how to shut it off. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, there it is. It's right there. Do you see it? It's right there. This is pretty cool, eh? Sorry I'm doing this at the end. I do it for myself. I like to see what happens. Yeah, it's something to do with something that they did with the camera, with this setup, because it never used to work this well before. Never, never, never. Thank you for watching.